All right, here is video 413. This is more about the ambiguous case, and it is part 2. And, well, you can read it there. Here's a pretty diagram that shows the ambiguous case. So in both cases, we have angle 48 degrees. We have this line segment, so little c is 20, and little a is 16, so opposite side there. And we get this delightful triangle, but you can also take this line that's 16 and you can basically swing it this way, so, and you get this picture. I don't know if you notice in this picture, but it's got these little marks there. In math, we don't call them apostrophes, we call them prime. So A prime, B prime, C prime. So these are the two triangles that you can get from an information of angle A is 48 degrees, C is equal to 20, and A is equal to 16. And you can see you have an angle and a side and a side. And that's, like I said in the last video, when you have to be careful, the side angle options. Yeah. You're not always going to be able, well, I guess you always could draw these, but sometimes you don't want to do that and you need to know what they're going to look like mathematically. So that's what the rest of this and actually the next video are about. I just want to show you what happens. So we're going to find angle C. I guess I'm kind of fast up, no solution. Where A is 2 centimeters, C is 5, and angle A is 40. And you label your diagram, please. Okay, so this is little a over here. This is little c over here. And little b would be over here. But if you draw the diagram to start with, plus what I did in the last video, you can see it's just not going to work. But if you're like me, and sometimes you just do this, A, B, C, and then you go little c and you put 5, and you go little a and you put 2, you might not see that it's not going to work for you. So let's see how this would work out mathematically. So A, I know, is 40 degrees. Oh, sorry, here. A, I know, and I'm trying to find C. So A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. So A we know is 2 over the sine angle A is 40 is equal to C. What do we know? C is 5 over sine C. So everything is working like it normally does so far. Okay, by the way, see how much I care about doing math? I'm doing it in my summer holidays. So 2 over 0.6428 is 5 over sine C. Times 0.6428 is 2 sine C. So we're just going to multiply by 5. And we get 3.2139 is equal to 2 sine C. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 1.60. Okay, so, and if I do a second sign, I get error. Okay, so if you're doing it and your math is all right, like there's no mistakes in my math error, and you get to this point, or like I said, you do the inverse sign and you get an error, that's probably what's going on. Okay. If it's a side-side angle triangle, such an angle just doesn't exist. If this is 40 degrees and that's only 2, there's no way at all that you can get that triangle. Just ain't gonna happen. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I'll say it. But if you're doing a test and every single question you do is coming up as error, then something's going wrong. But find one and always make sure that it is an SSA triangle. Okay, you have to be looking for a side, or sorry, you have to be looking for an angle. It has to be SSA. That's when you're going to get this ambiguous case. And you have to be really super careful. All right, end of this one. Next video is going to show you the other 2 options where you have 1 triangle and 2 triangles.